How much can really change in such a short time? And you'd be right to ask that question. But let me tell you something, 3 months, when used with intention, focus, and a solid plan, can be the catalyst for a total transformation. You see, success isn't about making one big dramatic change. It's about the small, consistent actions you take day after day. It's about developing habits that align with your goals. It's about making decisions today that your future self will thank you for. Think about it this way, how long does it take to form a new habit? Research shows it's about 66 days on average. That's just over 2 months. So in 3 months you have the power to not only form new habits, but to start seeing the results of those habits in your life. But here's the key, you've got to have a plan. You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to transform my life without knowing how you're going to do it. That's like setting out on a cross-country road trip without a map or a destination in mind. You might end up somewhere, but it probably won't be where you wanted to go. That's why today we're going to talk about creating a 3-month success plan. A roadmap that will guide you from where you are now to where you want to be. A plan that will help you transform your life in just 90 days. Now, I want you to understand something very important. This plan isn't magic. It's not going to do the work for you. You're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to push yourself beyond what's comfortable. But I promise you, if you follow this plan, if you commit to it wholeheartedly, the results will be worth it. Let's start with the first fundamental principle of our 3-month success plan, clarity. You've got to know what you want. I mean, really know it. Not just some vague idea, but a crystal clear vision of your desired outcome. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 3 months? What do I want to have accomplished? How do I want my life to be different? Be specific. Don't just say, I want to be happier. Say, I want to have started a side business that's generating $1,000 a month. Or I want to have lost 20 pounds and be able to run a 5,000. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to create a plan to get there. Once you have clarity on your goals, the next step is to break them down into actionable steps. This is where a lot of people falter. They have a big goal, but they don't know how to get from point A to point A. So they get overwhelmed and give up before they even start. But here's the secret. Every big goal can be broken down into smaller, manageable tasks. If your goal is to start a side business, your actionable steps might include research potential business ideas, create a business plan, set up a website, and acquire your first customer. Each of these steps can then be broken down even further. Now, I want you to take out a piece of paper. Go ahead, I'll wait. Got it? Good. I want you to write down your main goal for the next 3 months at the top of the page. Then I want you to list out at least 10 actionable steps you need to take to achieve that goal. And don't worry about the order right now. Just get them all down. You see, by doing this simple exercise, you're already miles ahead of most people. You're not just dreaming about success anymore. You're planning for it. You're creating a roadmap to get there. But having a plan is just the beginning. The real work comes in the execution. And that's where our next principle comes in, consistency. Consistency is the secret sauce of success. It's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. It's what turns actions into habits and habits into results. Think about it this way. If you decided to get in shape, would you rather work out for 5 hours once a month or for 30 minutes every day? The answer is obvious. Consistent daily action is far more effective than sporadic bursts of effort. The same principle applies to any goal you're trying to achieve. Whether you're trying to build a business, improve your relationships, or learn a new skill, consistency is key. So how do we build consistency into our 3-month success plan? It starts with creating a daily routine. I want you to look at those actionable steps you wrote down. Now I want you to assign each of them to a specific day and time in your calendar. Make appointments with yourself to work on your goals. For example, if one of your steps is to research business ideas, schedule 30 minutes every evening after dinner to do that research. If you're trying to get in shape, schedule your workouts at the same time every day. By scheduling these activities, you're making a commitment to yourself. You're saying, this is important to me, and I'm going to make time for it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but Jim, I'm already so busy. How am I supposed to find time for all this? And that's a fair question. We're all busy. We all have responsibilities and obligations. But let me ask you this. How much time do you spend watching TV each day? How much time do you spend scrolling through social media? I'm not saying you need to eliminate all leisure time from your life. Relaxation and downtime are important. But I am saying that most of us have more time than we think. It's just a matter of how we choose to use it. Remember talking about transforming your life here. That's worth making some sacrifices for, isn't it? It's worth turning off the TV an hour earlier. It's worth waking up 30 minutes earlier. It's worth saying no to some social engagement so you can say yes to your goals. But consistency isn't just about finding the time. It's also about staying motivated even when you don't feel like it. Because let's face it, there will be days when you don't feel like working on your goals. Days when you're tired or stressed or just not in the mood. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing. It's about honoring the commitments you've made to yourself even when it's not convenient. Here's a little trick I use to stay disciplined. I call it the 5-minute rule. When I don't feel like doing something I know I should do, I tell myself I'll just do it for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, that's all. And you know what happens most of the time? Once I start, I keep going. The hardest part is often just getting started. So the next time you don't feel like working on your goals, tell yourself you'll just do it for 5 minutes. You'll be surprised how often those 5 minutes turn into 30 or an hour. Now, let's talk about the third principle of our 3-month success plan, accountability. You see, it's one thing to make a plan. It's another thing entirely to stick to it. And that's where accountability comes in. When you're accountable to someone else, you're much more likely to follow through on your commitments. It's human nature. We don't want to let others down even when we're willing to let ourselves down. So I want you to find an accountability partner. This could be a friend, a family member, or a mentor. Someone who supports your goals and is willing to check in with you regularly. Share your 3-month plan with them. Tell them what you're trying to achieve and why it's important to you. Then set up regular check-ins. Maybe it's a weekly phone call or a monthly coffee date. During these check-ins, you'll share your progress, your challenges, and your wins. Your accountability partner's job is to encourage you when you're doing well and to give you a gentle push when you're falling behind. But accountability isn't just about having someone to report to. It's also about being honest with yourself. At the end of each day, I want you to take a few minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, did I do what I said I would do today? Did I move closer to my goals or further away? If you didn't follow through on your commitments, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself why. What got in the way? What can you do differently tomorrow? This daily self-reflection is a powerful tool. It keeps you focused on your goals. It helps you identify patterns and obstacles. And most importantly, it keeps you accountable to yourself. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial to your success, your environment. You see, your environment has a profound impact on your behavior and your results. If you want to transform your life in the next 3 months, you need to create an environment that supports your goals. What do I mean by environment? I'm talking about everything around you, your physical space, the people you spend time with, the information you consume, even the clothes you wear. Let's start with your physical space. Look around you right now. Does your environment reflect the person you want to become? Is it organized and conducive to productivity? Or is it cluttered and distracting? Take some time to clean and organize your space. Create a dedicated area for working on your goals. Make it a place you enjoy being in, a place that energizes and inspires you. Next, let's talk about the people in your life. Jim Rohn, that's me, once said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Who are your 5 people? Do they support your goals? Do they inspire you to be better? Or do they hold you back? Now, I'm not saying you need to cut people out of your life, but you might need to limit your time with those who don't support your growth. And you definitely need to seek out people who inspire and challenge you. Join a mastermind group. Attend networking events. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Your environment also includes the information you consume. What are you reading? What are you watching? What are you listening to? In the next 3 months, I want you to be intentional about this. Read books that relate to your goals. Listen to podcasts that inspire and educate you. Watch documentaries about successful people in your field. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. If you fill your mind with negativity and distraction, that's what will come out in your actions. But if you fill your mind with positivity and valuable information, that's what will shape your thoughts and behaviors. Even the clothes you wear can impact your success. Ever heard the phrase dress for success? It's not just about impressing others. It's about how you feel about yourself. When you dress well, you feel more confident and capable. So dress like the person you want to become. It might feel strange at first, but soon it will feel natural. Now, let's talk about a critical component of your 3-month success plan, your daily rituals. Rituals are different from habits. Habits are things you do automatically, often without much thought. Rituals, on the other hand, are intentional practices that you approach with mindfulness and purpose. I want you to develop 3 key rituals that you'll practice every single day for the next 3 months. A morning ritual, an evening ritual, and a gratitude ritual. Let's start with your morning ritual. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. I want you to design a morning ritual that energizes you and puts you in the right mindset for success. Maybe it includes meditation, exercise, journaling, or reading something inspirational. The specifics aren't as important as the consistency. Whatever you choose, do it every single day without fail. Your evening ritual is equally important. This is your time to wind down, reflect on your day, and prepare for tomorrow. Review your goals, plan your tasks for the next day, maybe do some light stretching or reading to relax your mind and body. Your evening ritual should help you end each day on a positive note and set you up for a restful night's sleep. The third ritual I want you to adopt is a gratitude ritual. This can be part of your morning or evening ritual, or you can do it at any other time during the day. The important thing is that you do it consistently. Each day I want you to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're grateful for your morning coffee, or for a kind word from a friend, or for the comfortable bed you sleep in. Why is gratitude so important? Because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you would have. It trains your mind to look for the positive in every situation. And when you're in a positive state of mind, you're much more likely to take the actions necessary to achieve your goals. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial to your success over the next 3 months, your mindset. You see, your mindset is like the operating system of your brain. It determines how you interpret and respond to everything that happens in your life. There are 2 primary mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set in stone. They avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as fruitless. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe they can develop their abilities through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as the path to mastery. Guess which mindset successful people have? That's right, a growth mindset. And the good news is mindset is something you can change. Over the next 3 months, I want you to consciously cultivate a growth mindset. How do you do this? Start by becoming aware of your self-talk. When you face a challenge, what does your inner voice say? Does it say, I can't do this? Or does it say, this is difficult, but I can learn and improve? When you catch yourself in fixed mindset thinking, consciously reframe it to a growth mindset perspective. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. When you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Celebrate your efforts, not just your successes. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks and failures along the way. But with a growth mindset, you'll see these as valuable learning experiences rather than reasons to give up. Another powerful mindset shift I want you to make is to start thinking of yourself as the person you want to become. Too often we define ourselves by who we've been in the past rather than who we're capable of becoming. But here's the truth, you become what you consistently do. So if you want to be successful, start acting like a successful person now. Make decisions as if you were already the person you want to be. Now let's talk about a critical skill you need to develop over the next 3 months, focus. In today's world of constant distractions, the ability of focus is like a superpower. It's what allows you to get more done in less time. It's what enables you to produce high-quality work. It's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. But here's the thing. Focus isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill you can develop and strengthen, just like a muscle. And over the next 3 months, I want you to make developing your focus a priority. Start by identifying and eliminating distractions in your environment. Turn off notifications on your phone when you're working. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Use website blockers if you find yourself mindlessly browsing the internet. Next, practice the Pomodoro technique. This involves working in focused bursts of 25 minutes, followed by short 5-minute breaks. During those 25 minutes, you focus solely on the task at hand. No multitasking, no distractions. Just pure focus work. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in these focused bursts. Another powerful technique for improving focus is meditation. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical about meditation. You might think it's just sitting around doing nothing. But let me tell you, meditation is to your mind what exercise is to your body. It strengthens your ability to concentrate and stay present. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, you'll find it easier to maintain focus not just during meditation, but in all areas of your life. Remember, focus isn't about never getting distracted. It's about noticing when you're distracted and bringing your attention back to what's important. The more you practice this, the better you'll become at it. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial to your success over the next 3 months, taking massive action. You see, knowledge without action is useless. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you don't take action, nothing will change. Too often people get stuck in what I call analysis paralysis. They spend so much time planning and preparing that they never actually get started. They're waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect circumstances. But here's the truth, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. So I want you to commit to taking massive action every single day for the next 3 months. What do I mean by massive action? I mean doing more than you think is necessary. I mean pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable. I mean taking bold steps towards your goals, even when you're afraid. You see, most people take just enough action to feel like they're doing something, but not enough to actually make a significant change in their lives. They dip their toes in the water, but they never fully commit. But if you want extraordinary results, you need to take extraordinary action. This doesn't mean you have to do everything at once. Remember, we're breaking our goals down into manageable steps. But it does mean that you need to push yourself to do more than you think you can. If you think you can make 5 sales calls today, make 10. If you think you can write for 30 minutes, write for an hour. Always aim to exceed your own expectations. Now, here's something important to understand. Taking massive action doesn't always mean being busy. It means being productive. It means focusing on the tasks that will move you closer to your goals, not just the tasks that keep you occupied. Quality is just as important as quantity. As you take massive action, you'll encounter obstacles and setbacks. This is inevitable. But successful people don't let obstacles stop them. They find a way around, over or through. When you hit a roadblock, don't give up. Instead, ask yourself, what else can I try? What haven't I considered yet? There's always another way. Remember, success is not about avoiding failure. It's about failing forward. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be afraid of not trying at all. Finally, as we wrap up our discussion on this 3-month success plan, I want to remind you of something crucial. This journey is about more than just achieving a specific goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve that goal. It's about personal growth and transformation. So as you embark on this 3-month journey, remember to enjoy the process. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. And most importantly, never stop believing in your ability to create the life you desire. You have everything you need within you. Now go out there and make it happen.